Did you find what you were looking for?
Yeah, it went through the wash, but I think it'll work.
Well, let's see it. I haven't got all day. Okay. Go knock on that door and say Jax or better. The man you need to see is in there.
I walk down a hall and look at the name tag on the door. Feral Puss. Must be a charming guy. I call out the password and a gravelly, grating voice calls loudly for me to come in. As I step into the back room, I'm blasted by an aromatic wave of cigar smoke, alcohol, fish, and body sweat. The combination almost knocks me out. The room is empty except for a bloated hog of a man who seems to be the source of all the foul odors.
I ain't seen you here before. Who the hell are you?
My friends call me Tex. You can call me Mr. Murphy, unless you'd like to be my friend.
You know, I made a bet that you wasn't stupid enough to use your real name. I guess we both lose, Murphy.
You know, Mr. Puss, it's not only rude, but it's also illegal to point a Lester flame rod at a total stranger.
Ha ha, you're not a total stranger. I've been waiting for you for a while now. Though I thought you was gonna come up with that chameleon.
So you're disappointed the chameleon isn't here, huh? Why? Was he your girlfriend?
Hell, I ought to blow your head off right now. But I ain't gonna. I like watching you sweat.
You know, I bet you do. Probably makes your own body odor less noticeable.
Watch your mouth, boy, or I'll blow your damn head off. My boss told me that when you got here, I should take care of you. Now sit down!
Well, great. I'd like a Mai Tai with 2 umbrellas and a nice plate of those cocktail weenies.
I don't think so. I think you wanted me to slit your throat. But there ain't no sport in that. So I'm gonna give you a chance to beat the odds.
Oh, I've beaten a few odds in my time.
I'll guarantee you haven't beaten this. I call it the Farolette table. 3 of them balls are hollow, and there's a spy drone in each one. They're little robotic arachnids with nasty stingers.
Well, dare I ask what's in the 4th ball?
Inside that one is part of a ticket to the Moonchild. I'll mix them around. Then you just have to pick the ball with the ticket and open it up. Do that 4 times, and I'll take you to the Moonchild.
Sounds like the old shell game to me.
Close enough. Here's the ball with the ticket. Let's play. Okay, pick a ball. Any ball. Beginner's luck. Let's see how you do this time. Damn it! I guess I need to speed up the balls a little bit. Well, 3rd time's the charm. For me. Lucky today, aren't we? I can't wait to see a spy drone tear your head off. No one's gotten this far before, Murphy. It'd be a real shame if you screwed up now. Damn you, Murphy! I wanted to see you die! But we did make a deal. I'm taking a few people up to the Moonchild in a couple of hours. You can go with us. I have some business to take care of. Wait at the bar until we leave. Drinks are on me. Be sure to ask for the house special. It's my favorite.
Sit down, brother. Have a drink. It's on the house.
Thanks. Make it bourbon, neat. So, when we leaving?
Oh, it won't be long now. The purification will be tomorrow at midnight.
Yeah, sounds like fun. By the way, Farrell told me to ask about the house special.
Oh, really? Well, Farrell's always been partial to the house special. Here you go.
This ought to hit the spot. Are you gonna join me?
Oh, no, it's a little strong for me. It's a man's drink. So, you're Tex Murphy. Well, we're gonna make your trip as comfortable as possible. Nighty night!
The figure was tall and gaunt, and in the costume and bearing of the stranger neither wit nor propriety existed. There are chords in the hearts of the most reckless which cannot be touched without emotion. Even with the utterly lost, to whom life and death are equally jests, there are matters of which no jest can be made.
I must have died and gone to heaven. Except I don't think people in heaven have raging hangovers. I must be on the Moonchild. I have to admit, it is incredible. I could get used to living in a place like this. I've never seen anything so beautiful. What's that sound? Something's coming this way.
Wake up, Mr. Murphy. We'll have no sleeping through the greatest event in the history of the world. I'm so glad you could join us on this sacred day. Maybe you don't recognize me. It has been some time. Lowell Percival, at your service. You did a job for me on Mars a few years back. Cleverness, tenacity, both then and now, have shown me that you belong here. In fact, I need to thank you for securing the statuette for us. The flawless crystal and the symbolic purity of the dove are the foundation of our beliefs. Our sacred text has said that our destiny would be secure only if we had the statuette in our possession. We are deeply in your debt. In an hour or so, we will fulfill an ancient prophecy, specifically the purification by means of the Great Alluvion. It is a fabulous name for a somewhat nasty process. Those creative minds at GRS worked extra hard for a long time to make our prophecy a reality. It was quite a challenge to come up with a plan that would match the details of the Great Alluvion as it is described in our sacred text. Cost me a fortune. Now everything's prepared. At midnight, I will become the savior of our dying world. The earth has become a rotting shell, inhabited by a mongrel breed of half-humans that infest the pure races with their filthy, mutated genes. Is that to be the fate of mankind? The earth must be thoroughly cleansed for mankind to be saved. Soon, we'll release the seeds of purification, the great alluvion, the baptism of fire, which follows will destroy all life on earth. But from the ashes will arise a glorious new age. In keeping with the sacred prophecies, we'll wait 40 years here on the Moonchild. Then our genetically pure children will return to a world that, like them, is clean and unspoiled. Though I may not live to see it, I will die peacefully, knowing that I have given mankind a purified world. I designed this Moonchild to be the ark of humanity, but it is also a splendid place to spend the next 40 years. We have it all here: aquariums, aviaries, zoos with animals of all kinds, forests, rivers, mountains, nightclubs, ballparks, everything you could ever want. And the people, only the creme de la creme: architects, bankers, doctors, artists, musicians, and a former president. And as for the women, they're all beautiful, intelligent, accomplished. 1,000 men, women, and children, all bound together by belief and purpose, a desire to create a world free of imperfections, a society of harmony, peace, without fear, without crime. Share in our dream, Mr. Murphy. You have less than an hour to decide. I can't allow you to attend the big purification party, but I'll be down to see you right after. I'm sure you'll agree that your options are limited.
So, Lowell Percival is behind all this. His offer is tempting. It sounds like paradise. And there's probably no way to stop the cult now, so maybe I should just make the best of it. Hold on, Murphy. Don't forget what they've got in mind. They intend to wipe out every person that doesn't have to meet their standards. I wouldn't last very long in a club like this. I could never be part of their brotherhood. I've got to find a way to stop them, but I'm gonna need some help. Babe Ashanti is still alive and I can find her. The two of us might be able to figure something out. Maybe it's too late, but I've got to do something. I looked through the pockets of my overcoat, but they've taken everything. All I've got left is the watch I found at the Countess mansion. Could be a lot worse, though. At least they didn't find the winter chip. Looks like someone didn't get around to picking up this pile of leaves. Groundskeepers must belong to a union. This must be the way out, and I can hear someone pacing from the other side. Probably the security guard. Well, if I'm not mistaken, that's a Puffbuster smoke detector. This rock looks like it may actually be a piece of flint. This door looks too accessible to be an exit. A bottle of lighting fluid. These cult members must like to barbecue. A rake. Too bad someone already gathered up all the leaves in here. Well, that's not gonna work. Well, that's not gonna work.
Let me give you a few pointers. Setting the leaves on fire was moderately clever, but trying to jump him isn't going to work. You're not faster than a speeding bullet.
I looked through the pockets of my overcoat, but back on Earth, this thing wouldn't last 10 minutes without getting spray painted. What an idiot! Oh! So, this is the door to the observatory. Sounds like a place worth looking into. This panel door is locked. Locked. This door leads back to... Looks like someone laid a piece of pipe here. Sounds like the purification party is going on somewhere behind this door. The door to the stasis room. Maybe I'll find Sleeping Beauty in there. As I enter the stasis room, I feel like I've stepped into a fairy tale. I'm no Prince Charming, but there's a Sleeping Beauty lying peacefully in a cryonic chamber. It's Ava Chauncey. Boy, do I need to talk to her. As I look around, I spot a console nearby. Looking it over, I figure it must be used to control the cryonic sleep state. If I can resuscitate Ava, maybe we can still stop the cult. I've seen consoles like this before. The 4 buttons along the top must administer injections. The 2 slider controls look like they regulate the air temperature and oxygen level inside the cryonic tube. I seem to remember that slider mechanisms like these are really sensitive and need to be moved slowly. Well, first things first, I'll need to turn this thing on. That yellow warning light doesn't look good. Maybe I should move the slider back to where it was and try again. Well, how was I supposed to figure out that stupid stasis panel? It's hardly fair to give me only one crack at it.
Well, okay.